So before you watch this video, I just want to give you guys some context. This video that you are about to watch is going to be part 0 of my full free TikTok shop course. This course is going to be here on YouTube. I'm not going to tell you to go on my website and give me your email address or your phone number or whatever. It's going to be a full free course where I'm going to break down everything that led to me becoming the #1 shop on TikTok shop in 60 days. As I said, it is going to break down everything. Now, this video that you are about to watch is going to be part 0 of this series, because in this video, I'm going to break down the pros and cons of TikTok shop. So this video is going to allow you to decide if this is even something you want to start, or if this is something you want to try, or if this is something that you can do. There's a lot of important points I make in this video, so make sure you watch it thoroughly. Again, it's part 0, so the following video is going to be part 1, where I'm going to break or go into more detail. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you would like to book a one-on-one session with me, or I can give you advice or answer your questions, whatever that may be, you will find my Calendly link down in the bio. If you have any other questions, drop them down in the comments and enjoy the video. About 2 months ago to this day, on August 26th of 2023, told you guys that I was going to officially start my TikTok shop journey. Now, I was hopeful, I was enthusiastic, I had big goals, big aspirations, and big dreams, and I shared all of those with you guys on day 1 of the journey. Here we are almost 2 months later, almost exactly 2 months later to the day when I first started my journey, and I have a huge piece of news to you guys for you guys. Now, over these past 2 months, been a lot of downs, but mostly ups, to be honest. It's been a very smooth sailing journey. I had a lot of challenges at the start. I had a lot of failures at the start, and I thought things weren't actually going to get up. Actually, that's a lie. I was always hopeful, and I told you guys that throughout my journey, and I really enjoyed sharing from day 1 to day 30, showcasing everything, so that I knew eventually when I had success, I didn't want people to say, oh, this guy's lying about his numbers, oh, this guy's making this up, this guy got lucky, someone helped him. It's all incredibly transparent. From day 1 to day 30, everything was exposed, everything was shown. And now 2 months later to that day, I checked on my TikTok shop Seller Central to see that I was the #1 shop on TikTok shop in terms of the sales rankings. And in terms of the growth rankings, I was ranked number 11, I think. I'm going to show the screenshots up on the screen right now. I'm going to blur my store name, of course, because I don't want anyone to go and copy exactly what I'm doing or copy my strategy exactly. But the proof is there, and I want this to serve as a testament for all of you guys starting new business, starting whatever venture it may be, that I'm not special. I don't have some super talent. I don't have some super skills. I started at the same point that you all will be starting at. I just had a lot of self-belief and a lot of hope and a lot of optimism. And I knew eventually things were going to work out. I always say all I need is one video. All I need is to get some wind in my sails and things are going to take off. They eventually did. Now, for everyone out there interested in starting TikTok shop, curious about TikTok shop, I can tell you with some certainty after experiencing it myself, it is the biggest opportunity in e-commerce since the OG drop shipping of 2014, 2015, when people were shipping shit from Alibaba and AliExpress and making millions and making a fortune, and everything was just popping off with drop shipping. It was this brand new concept. TikTok shop is still in the wild west era where anything can go. You can have a crazy day and make $10,000 a day, then a few days later your shop can get shut down. It is a truly crazy platform. Now, for everyone who is interested in e-commerce or business in general, I recommend you 100% to start TikTok shop. Go watch my journey day 1 to 30. I gave a lot of really candid and great and honest tips there to help you that I use and that have garnered me the ranking of the #1 TikTok shop, and I still can't believe it. It hasn't settled in yet, because a lot of those shops in those rankings aren't one-man shows. You know, it's whole companies that do, mass. They have a bunch of different businesses. TikTok shop isn't their only thing. They have a bunch of Shopify's, probably a bunch of TikTok shops. They're doing, I don't know, millions of dollars. They have tons of employees, and somehow I was the #1 ranked TikTok shop, which I'm very grateful for. Now, in this video, I'm going to make this the breakdown of the platform where I'm going to tell you guys the pros and the cons. So you need to watch this video before you start, because I'm going to be pointing out a bunch of things that I wish someone told me before I started. Now, don't delay starting. Right after this video, go out and create your TikTok shop, because as I said many times, it is the biggest opportunity in e-commerce. Now I'm going to start out with the cons, because although it may seem like it's all perfection, it is far from that. TikTok shop has a ton of flaws. Starting with con number one, if you have the idea that you think you can come on TikTok shop and make a killing drop shipping from China, completely forget about it. There is a 3-day fulfillment period. Now this isn't a 3-day period where as long as you have the tracking number by the 3rd day and the order is all packaged, you're good. No, the order has to be scanned and in transit by the 3rd day. If not, you are going to rack up a high late dispatch rate. How TikTok does this is pretty much every single order that is past the 3-day mark is marked as a late dispatch order. At the end of a period, a certain period, it can be sometimes a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they review your late dispatch rate. If you have a certain percentage, they give you violation points. Now I received my first violation when I had, after the first month. So the first month is kind of a probationary period where you're not going to receive any violation points, you're not going to receive any restrictions on your store, you can do whatever you want. After that first month, it's actually a weekly review that they do. The end of every week for me, the day is on Tuesday. So Tuesday, they take a look at my late dispatch rate based on all the orders from the past week. They take that percentage. If it's above 4%, yes, 4%, which is absolutely ridiculous. I think it's an absolutely ridiculous and insane rule and regulation that they have. But if it's above 4%, you start getting violation points. What I've noticed is when I see a really high late dispatch rate in the 40s, we'll say 50, 60%, you get 5 violation points. 5. If it's a lower late dispatch rate, for example, this past week my percentage dropped to 7%, I only received 1 violation point. Now 1 violation point in the grand scheme of things doesn't really restrict me much. It's not really as much of a hindrance. But when you're getting 5 violation points every week, it does start to cause you trouble, because once you get to 12 points, your business or your shop is seen as a medium risk shop. From 12 to 24 points, the restrictions start coming in. For example, one of the restrictions is you can't list new products for 7 calendar days. Once you pass the next threshold, it's 14 calendar days. You lose certain privileges, like you working with affiliates. You can't reach out to them anymore. You can't create open plans anymore. So this can cause a huge problem. Another thing is they restrict your access to TikTok shop campaigns. So for example, for this upcoming Black Friday, Cyber Monday campaign, when they're going to be putting all people's products on sale, people who registered for the campaign, I wasn't approved because my late dispatch rate, when they reviewed it and when it was time for me to register, was in the 40%. 47, I think, around 50%. So they simply didn't approve my product, so I lost out on that. But most importantly, you are going to need fast shipping. My business is a print-on-demand shop. I work with Printify, and I've noticed that with sweaters and crew necks using the supplier, I'm going to even tell you a specific supplier. Working with SwiftPod, they've been the ones that have the fastest shipping and fulfillment time overall. Things have been getting a bit better. As I said, this past week my late dispatch rate was only 7%, which reduced my violation points to only 1. But if you're thinking of drop shipping and you think you're going to deliver your product in 3 weeks and it's going to be okay, it is absolutely not okay. Something else that I've noticed or seen on TikTok is that they can cancel an order if it takes more than 14 calendar days to be delivered. Yes, another ridiculous restriction, but what can you do? That's con number 1, and for many people that might be a deal breaker completely. If that's you, I'm glad you watched this video and you know not to start and lose a ton of money and a ton of effort on this. Con number 2, you cannot set your own return and cancellation policy. You have to abide by TikTok Shop's return and cancellation policy, which in my opinion is a bit unreasonable. They allow refunds up to 30 days, so your buyer can get the product where a ton of times, and then on day number 27, if they're like, you know what, I want to return this, they can return it to you. Now the refund isn't processed instantly once you receive the package back. Then TikTok gives you 2 days, I think, or 3 days to approve the refund request. If not, they automatically do it. If there's a problem with the product, I think you can raise a claim with TikTok Shop, but their seller support is absolutely awful. They usually take the side of the buyer the majority of the time. Another thing when it comes to refunds is cancellations. Buyers can cancel pretty much, from what I've seen, it varies, but whenever the hell they want. So a buyer can submit an order, let's say on Saturday, and then as you're working on the order, your print-on-demand supplier is working on it, and they're about to ship it, they can just go cancel it. Now, if you do print on demand like myself and your supplier has already made the order, it's too late for you to cancel, they've already sent it, you just lose out on that money. The buyer gets it. TikTok Shop does not reimburse you for it. They could not care less about you. So con number 2 has been a pretty annoying one for me, because on my Shopify I have a no refund and a no cancellation policy. If you make the order, you don't get a refund unless you don't receive it and it gets lost, it gets returned to the sender, or you receive it damaged, or you receive the wrong product, which in my opinion is pretty reasonable, especially for a small business. But they want to have this ridiculous refund and cancellation policy that is extremely annoying to deal with, and if you're a small seller, can hit you pretty badly. Speaking of seller support, which I just mentioned, con number 3, seller support is absolutely awful. It is virtually non-existent on this platform. So get ready to get extremely frustrated whenever you come across a problem. From my experience, the answers are actually automated. They have an AI, they have a bot, something there that to every single ticket you submit, you're going to get an automated response that is extremely broad, extremely general, and doesn't deal exactly with your problem. Out of all the tickets I've submitted, so I think the number has reached 30 or 40, I have not gotten one reasonable or any solution or help that actually makes sense. Sometimes they will literally send me the same exact automated response, giving me the most general advice, and it is absolutely terrible. So get ready for a ton of frustration. The live chat the other day, I was talking to someone and they genuinely told me, I don't know how to answer your question. I honestly have no idea. Let's just submit a ticket and see when they answer. When I then submitted a ticket, they told me they don't know. It was the simplest question. TikTok Shop offers subsidized shipping, subsidized coupons. I asked them, when am I going to get the reimbursement for the shipping that you gave to my customer for free? I charge $8.99 for shipping. So I'm expecting that after they give my customer a free shipping discount, they're going to reimburse me on the $8.99. The seller support and the live chat told me they have no idea. Now I'm still waiting. It has been a week. This is the simplest of responses. But the team at TikTok Shop needs to do way, way, way better with their seller support and their seller kind of being reasonable with sellers. I mean, the cancellation refund policy I mentioned isn't even reasonable. And the 3-day fulfillment isn't even reasonable. I know you want to get customers, but 3 days to fulfill and have an order in transit is absolutely ridiculous, and it is not reasonable at all. Which brings me to con number 4. Damn, these are a lot of cons. I actually don't know if I'm on number 4 or number 5. Con number 4 or 5. I hope you guys realize my videos are very candid. They're very just natural, off the cuff. I don't sit here with a script. I don't have no crazy editing. No one edits my videos. My girl helps me with the thumbnails, but that's about it. I have no team. I try to make them as original, as organic as possible. Now, getting back to it. Con number 5 is that you do not receive your money when the order is delivered. You actually receive it 15 days later. 15 full days later. Now, I am on the normal settlement plan. That's why I receive my funds 15 days later. If you are on an accelerated settlement plan or an express settlement plan, you can receive your funds about 5 days for one of them, and I think the other one is 3 days. Don't quote me on that. It's not exact, but if you are like me and you've dealt with late dispatch rate and your percentage is kind of grown, you're not going to get the accelerated or the express settlement. So for myself, I receive my money 15 days after delivery. Now, fulfillment and completion of delivery can take 7 to 10 days. Add 15 more to that, it's 25 days. So I receive my funds about 1 month after I've initially paid my supplier to fulfill the order for me. This brings me to a very important point that I'd like to mention. TikTok Shop is not like the traditional drop shipping on Shopify where you only got to pay for a standard Shopify plan, get MailChimp, which is like $10 a month, and you're good to go. With TikTok Shop, I suggest you start out with a decent little fund. I suggest, in my opinion, $5,000 that you just leave there and settle there for order fulfillment and for everything that's going to happen on TikTok Shop, because you are not going to get paid right away. This leads me to another topic that I'd like to discuss on another video about the importance of having a full-time job. You should 100% have your full-time job and your secure source of income while you do TikTok shop. Simply put, you're going to be a victim of your own success, because once you start getting a lot of sales, $5,000 can run out relatively quick if you're not rejuvenating that fund, if you're not getting paid from a job. After you're done with the $5,000, and let's say a video pops off or your shop starts doing super good, which I wish and I hope for all of you, because I want you to all kill it. We're all trying to make money here. You're going to struggle because you're going to run out of money to fulfill orders. So start out with, at least, in my opinion, at least $5,000. Make sure you have a job. If you can get a corporate job that's going to pay you a little bit more and give you a solid source of income, I definitely suggest that. If not, whatever, this isn't something that you can do with no job, at least for the first 2 to 3 months, until you've gotten a very decent fund and now you can afford to fulfill everything and everything is all good. Alright guys, so make sure you have your settlement fund. The last con I would like to mention, and I've kind of touched on this previously, is that if you rack up violation points, you can submit an appeal. Appeals are not going to be successful most of the time. My appeal, I submitted it on the 2nd of October. It is currently this 26th of October and I have not heard back. So don't rely on seller support. Just try to do the best you can to abide by their policies and just avoid even reaching out to seller support at all, because I don't know, I've said this a bunch of times, it is awful. It is absolutely terrible. I don't know if the buyer support on the other side of things is better. I'm assuming it is, because they literally give people auto refunds without even telling you. They let people cancel their order whenever and fully refund them without telling you. But on the seller side of things, it's been a very, very big challenge. It's been a huge source of frustration for myself just dealing with the seller support, because they seem to not know anything. With that being said, that is the last of the cons. That was a long list, but TikTok shop, I previously mentioned, it is the biggest opportunity in commerce, and I still think it is. There's a bunch of hindrances, a bunch of roadblocks. Can be difficult to manage a bit, but the pros make it a very worthy opportunity that we're not going to see many like this in the near future, or maybe ever. So let's get into the pros. Pro number 1 is the coupons. This is absolutely the biggest pro, and no other platform has ever done this. TikTok shop gives your buyers fully subsidized coupons. For example, over I think about a week or 2 ago, there was an 80% off coupon for first-time buyers and free shipping. So customers can buy my product no matter what it's listed at for 80% off if it's their first TikTok shop purchase. If it's their second purchase, they usually give them something like along the lines of 30%. The kicker is that they pay you the full amount of your product. My product costs $44.99. I get the full $44.99. The customer gets the product at 80% off. I can't do the calculation in my head right now, but you figure it out. They also give them free shipping. So I have a shipping fee of $8.99. I don't know about if we get reimbursed for this, because apparently no one at TikTok shop does, but I'm guessing I have to, because they give customers free shipping on them if it's their first purchase. So this right here is going to be a huge, huge source of sales, especially for people who sell relatively expensive products. If you sell something for 80 bucks, TikTok shop gives your customer 80% off. Your customer is getting it for what, $20 with free shipping, so they pay $20 and you get the full 80. So it allows you a bit more price flexibility and to increase your profit margin, because now you can sell your product for more without worrying that it's gonna be out of the price range of most customers. You can also charge shipping. TikTok shop gives them free shipping nonetheless. So I think this has been the biggest source of sales for me. By the way, I didn't mention this, but over these past 2 months, and I don't know if you're thinking this right now, you're like, how does this guy know all this stuff, or can he be relied on? I've had over 1,000 sales over the last 2 months, and I've shown you guys kind of the whole journey from day 1 to day 30, so go check that out. But yeah, over 1,000 sales. So I would say I kind of know what I'm talking about, at least from a 2-month experience kind of thing. But coupons have been huge. It has been kind of my biggest source of sales, and with Black Friday coming up and Cyber Monday, you need to get on TikTok shop, because I already know they're going to be giving insane coupons. I'm predicting stuff like 90% off. I didn't know they're gonna give people like free products just completely and fully subsidized. I have no idea, but good things are definitely coming. So this is an absolutely huge pro. Number 2, TikTok is pushing and pushing and pushing content that has the TikTok shop link on it. But pay attention, because this is a very important point. They're pushing affiliate content with the TikTok shop icon, not business account content with the TikTok shop. I've broken this down fully in, I think, day 7 video or one of those. Go back and watch them, where I explained kind of my whole idea behind this. I realized that when you have a business account and you host your TikTok shop on this business account, they kill your organic growth. They absolutely stifle it, because they want you to pay for advertisements. The way around this is to make yourself, the key to this, you need to have over 5,000 followers. But if you have over 5,000 followers, you make yourself an affiliate of your TikTok shop. You give yourself a 1% commission, whatever it may be. It ends up being money in your pocket either way. And then you just create content. This allows you to include the link of all your products on every single post you make. And they've actually changed this recently, but previously I allowed you to still use commercial music. Now they don't if you have a shop link, but nonetheless you can have a shop link, and TikTok shop will TikTok, the algorithm will pick it up and push it out very, very hard. I've had some very simple videos that I don't think normally would do great on TikTok get hundreds of thousands of views. Over these past 2 months, I think on my personal account, using this affiliate method, I've gotten over 4 million views, probably around 5 million views on my account. Now, granted, my account does have about 48,000 followers. It doesn't really make a difference. As long as you have over 5,000 followers on TikTok, do not matter at all. You just need to have the ability to create affiliate content, and TikTok will push it for you. Pro number 3, the concept of TikTok shop is absolutely genius, because it encourages people to make quick impulse purchases without really thinking about it. They're scrolling on TikTok at nighttime, they see your video, they see your product, they're like, wow, I really love this. The video has a bunch of comments, people like, oh my god, I want this so bad. Looks so comfy, I love it, where'd you get it from? They're gonna be like, oh shit, I'm onto something. They're gonna purchase it at nighttime. It takes 3 clicks to purchase. I think 2 clicks actually to purchase on TikTok shop. They don't even have to leave the app. Our generation has no attention span, has absolutely no patience. People don't want to go on your profile and then click on the link in your bio and then go to your Shopify and then scroll through your Shopify site, then add to cart, then check out, whatever. It takes 3 minutes. They don't even have enough attention for that. They want to purchase as fast as possible, stay on the app, get back to scrolling. We're addicted to TikTok, let's not lie. With TikTok shop, they're able to simply click on the link in the TikTok, one touch, buy now, Apple Pay, double tap on the side, purchase, money in the bank. It makes it very easy. It makes this process very seamless and reduces friction. It reduces about 3 steps to the purchasing process, which there's pretty much no friction. People are going to buy, they're going to make impulse purchases as they scroll TikTok. They're going to wake up in the morning, probably not even remember that they bought something, and you got money in the bank. So it definitely encourages impulse purchases, and this is a huge point to why I think it's going to be a very successful platform if they get their seller support in order. Pro number 4, this is another huge one. The affiliate marketing program on TikTok shop is elite. They actually give affiliates about 20, they give them very random coupons, sometimes $25, $30 coupons to buy whatever they pick on TikTok shop and create content for it. Now, I've gotten a better understanding of this over the past few weeks, but pretty much creators will get a coupon, they'll go buy your products, you'll see the amount they paid is $0 on TikTok shop. You still get the full payment amount. They'll then get whatever your product is, they'll create content with it for you. It will be at no cost to you. As a matter of fact, you get paid even for the product that they used, the sample that they used, because they decided to use their coupon with you. And it gets you a ton of sales. I had this one affiliate who bought this product from me, paid for it, well, through TikTok. TikTok paid for it. She made a video with it. It got over 300,000 views. She made another one for another product, got 70,000 views. So that's 370,000 views, absolutely free, $0. It made me a ton of revenue. I think her videos combined maybe made me $1,000 in revenue, not profit, but revenue, which was absolutely amazing because I didn't have to pay for it. Reached out to her again, gonna send her some samples on me now, and we'll keep that going. I reached out to some other affiliates and just send them samples. I set my commission at 1%. I'm not giving people crazy commissions and letting that eat into my margin. You're gonna get 1% commission, but I'll give you the product for free. I have sweaters and crew necks that people just genuinely like. They like how they look, so they're very happy with just getting the products for free and making a video for it and getting me views. So another one that I paid for the samples, I sent 2 crew necks, came out at a cost of about $38 for me. Her video got about, I think, 80,000 views, and another one got about 20,000. That's 100,000 views for 38 bucks. It also got me a bunch of sales. So, I mean, it's amazing. It's very seamless, but as a point I made previously is that you cannot allow your violations to rack up too much, because once you reach a certain amount of violation points, they're not going to allow you to work with affiliates anymore. So there's a few different plans you can make. You can make a shop plan, a target plan, or an open plan. I'm going to break them down really quickly, really fast. There's something called the affiliate center on seller. So there's the basic seller central on TikTok Shop, where you manage your orders, your revenue, your finances, everything, your analytics. And then there's something called the affiliate center, I think, where it opens a separate link and then you have access to all your affiliate things. There's 3 different affiliate plans you can make. An open plan is when you set 1 commission rate for your whole shop. So people, affiliates can go and just add your product to their shop, to their showcase on their TikTok profile, and they get paid that commission. That's why it's called an open plan, because it's open to anyone. They don't submit an application, nothing like that. They look at the commission rate, they're like, all right, I want to promote this. They might ask for a sample, they'll submit a sample request, you can approve the sample request, they get the free sample, make content for you, and then get the commission rate that you set. There's a target plan where you say a commission rate for specific creators. Maybe there's someone with 3 million followers that isn't happy with a 1% commission rate, wants something higher, and you're willing to do it. You create a target plan for that specific creator and you give them whatever commission you want to give them. Then there's something called a shop plan. In a shop plan, you set specific commission rates for different products. Let's say a product costs more, you have better margin with it, you allow yourself to give your affiliates a bit more of a commission, and you can do it that way. How I run things is I have 1 open plan, 1% commission on everything. I do offer free samples, so if affiliates want to ask for a sample, which I honestly like because it allows them to actually make content with the product, send them a free sample on me, and then they create content for me. They get 1% of sales, which is absolutely nothing. It's not really a big loss, doesn't eat into my margins. I haven't really created any target plans just because I think the creators, once you make the right content, they kind of come to you. They'll see your content on TikTok, they'll be like, wow, I want to promote this. They'll reach out to you, and you go in there and see if they make sense for your brand. So I'll check my sample requests. Don't just look at followers, look at engagement, look if their content fits your product. Don't pick a random person with 300,000 followers if their content has absolutely nothing to do with your product. Now, affiliates are absolutely amazing. I love it. Definitely something to take advantage of, and it can be a huge source of money, and it absolutely erases the need for ads. Why are you going to run ads when you have users creating content with your products? It is like an endless ad reel that is completely free with great original user generated content. And that's what makes sales, not advertisements that annoy people and piss them off. Everyone hates being sold to. People like to buy, but they hate being sold to. And the final pro about TikTok Shop is the viral nature of TikTok is perfect for e-commerce. I mean, I think the number of users on the platform has probably passed 1 billion users worldwide. The population of the earth is 7 billion. So do the numbers there. There's an absolutely huge market on TikTok Shop no matter what you sell. The app itself is always going to have users. Always more people downloading it. Even the people that used to make fun of TikTok a few years ago now love it. There's content on it for everyone. It allows you to sell anything you want, and it gives it the ability to go viral to the right audience. You don't have to think about ads. You don't have to think about targeting. Nothing. You just create your content. It's going to go to the right eyes. It's going to go to the right people, and those right people are going to purchase. Videos can go extremely viral. 7 seconds. Imagine a 7-second video getting 2.5 million views. I'm saying this because I had this happen. A video that I just made on a whim. I was like, you know what? Let's continue with the content. Got up, recorded 7-second TikTok. A few days later, it hits 2.8 million views, gets me a ton of sales, a ton of traffic, and revenue. And it builds brand recognition for people because they might come on your shop, not buy But keep it in the back of their mind. Now, because they entered your shop, they've engaged with your content. They're more likely to see another piece from you, then another, and then eventually they are going to purchase. So with that being said, guys, TikTok Shop has a lot of cons. It has a lot of challenges, a lot of hindrances, but I still believe it is the biggest opportunity in e-commerce right now. There's absolutely nothing, and I mean nothing like it. You guys need to start. You guys need to at least give it a try. If you want to make money online, you have to try it out. And if you think you can't make it, or you think it's not for you, or you think you're just not good at it, go watch my day 1 video. Go watch my whole first week, day 1 through day 7. Watch every single one of those videos and listen to what I was saying. Listen to how I said I have 4 visitors today. There was days when I would have 4 shop visitors. The first, I think, 14 days, I only got 2 sales. 2 sales. Look at my video when I said I got my first sale. I might have been on day 10, so about a week and a half to get my first sale. And then after that, nothing again. I would have days where I get 2 visitors and I was making 3 pieces of content a day. But constantly I would look into that camera and I would say, eventually I'm gonna get some wind in my sails and things are going to take off. I said it over and I said it over and over and over again. And I wasn't just talking shit, and it wasn't fake confidence. I knew I was putting in the work and I knew it was eventually going to work out. You often hear people say, confidence comes from experience and getting results previous. No, it doesn't. Confidence comes from having self-belief in your work ethic. I had no experience with TikTok Shop before. Not many people have even posted videos about it on YouTube, but I believed because I was showing up every single day and I was confident that I was eventually going to have success with it, and I did. And here we are 2 months later after I've started, and I was ranked the #1 shop on the whole entire platform and one of the top 20 in terms of growth ranking on the whole entire platform, competing with multi-million-dollar businesses. And I started from nothing. As every single one of you saw who's followed this journey, I started from absolutely nothing. I don't have a ton of money. I don't have anything special. I'm the most normal person ever, but I'm someone who doesn't stop. I just keep working. When I want to get something, I keep going after it. And every single one of you can do the exact same thing. Literally start tomorrow. Make this the primary focus for yourself. Because guess what? Once you start waking up and you saw you made 20 sales and you made $800 overnight, it's going to be very worth it. Once you start making $800, $900 overnight, once you start making more in one day than you make in a whole month of work, you're going to realize that all the hardship, all the challenges were worth it. And this is still a very young platform, so it's not too late for you to start. Thank you guys for watching.